good. How about them Cowboys? I think we're rolling.
Almost. All right. Thank you guys for joining us today. Unafraid with Joey Heim today. He's back in the saddle today, fourth time. You know, he keeps coming back like some diseases.
Look at that.
Get.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we got a couple good things on tap for you guys. First of which is Sergio Dipp. He was
Dipp, baby. Wow.
Yeah. He was, a very popular person last night with Monday Night Football. He was a sideline
How did he get that job?
I don't know. I mean, I don't
Have
know.
you heard of him before?
No, but ESPN, they let go a lot of their big time, notable talent.
So they're just saving money? Is that what it is?
I think a combination of that, and maybe the guy was good on film, good on tape. But here's the thing about him, though, right? So if you look at the clip, I think I have it posted on my Twitter. Do you have it on yours?
I don't. But
okay. So
I feel so bad for him. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I
So here's the thing, though, is that people are like, oh yeah, why are they hiring him? Diversity is more important than actual good people with talent and all this. And the thing I thought about it is, for somebody who's been on TV, radio, all this stuff, you as well, sometimes people freeze up the first time they get on.
You know what it reminded me of? That lady on CBS, she was covering the Grammys or something, and when they went to her brain completely, she's like, "Us communists have," and that's what it reminded me of. That's what that guy, I don't know what, it was uncomfortable.
Yeah, it was uncomfortable, but the thing about it, though, was, to me, it was like a train wreck.
Oh,
it was a train wreck.
You can't take your eyes off.
Yeah, you couldn't take your eyes off of it, and not even making fun of him, but I wanted to see more. I wanted to see more.
So was that the only time? Because I'll be honest, I was flipping back and forth. The Yankee game was on, and the kids put him to sleep. What was that? His only time?
No, I saw him twice.
How did he do the second time? Better?
About the same.
But I looked at his Twitter feed, and he's so boring. I don't understand. The stuff that he thinks is funny is not, I guess you're not really supposed to have a personality if you're a sideline reporter. But it's good to see. First of all, so what did you think of Rob Ryan and I thought it was Doris Burke. It wasn't.
It was not Doris Burke.
But it sounded like her, right?
Yeah. Okay. See, I think that Doris Burke is one of the most...
Give it to me. Come on.
I think that she's super good.
Yes.
I think that she's one of the better play-by-play announcers around.
Basketball.
Yeah. But the thing about it is that so many people are against women doing play-by-play for sports and all this.
If they're good, what about that Jessica, whatever her name is, baseball? She's so good.
Baseball. I don't understand, because if you look at their timelines and you look at their Twitter feeds and social media, you have guys coming on there. You need to get out of here. You don't know this. You need to call them C words and all type of other bad things. And the crazy part to me about it is, I don't know if you feel the same way, but if you are a play-by-play person, right? Yeah. Most of the play-by-play people did not play professional sports. Most of them didn't even play college sports. So if you are doing it like a sport like football,
right,
where women don't play in college, why on earth do you think a man can do a better job at this than a woman can, as opposed to two equal people that have the same amount of knowledge?
I am with you. I've fought with my friends about this. Chick Hearn, was he a great basketball player? I mean,
no.
Chick Hearn to me is the best announcer of all time.
Yeah.
Vince Scully's good, but it's a lot. I mean, you have to fill a baseball game a lot. It's harder to talk about bullshit while the game's going on. But Chick Hearn, my God, he was, up until he died, that dude was smooth.
Yeah, and the thing about Chick Hearn is that you remember him. He's memorable. You remember
that voice.
The butter's getting cold, the Jell-O's jiggling, this one's in the refrigerator, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what makes a good play-by-play person, a good announcer, good analyst, whatever it is, when you have, Bill Rafferty. Onions!
Yeah.
I love that.
He's one of my favorites, too.
And so
what's the other guy's name from CBS, the basketball, the black dude who gets really excited? I just forgot his name.
Gus Johnson.
Gus Johnson. Oh, yeah. I like to hear that.
Oh, I love Gus Johnson. People hate Gus Johnson, but I love Gus Johnson.
But he's real. He's not fake.
No, that's how he is in real life. And the other thing about that I saw when I was looking at the Sergio Dipp guy, right, is somebody on my Twitter feed had the nerve to say, why can't we go back to the days of when we just hired the best person? despite race and color.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, excuse me? When did this ever happen? Like, for it to go back to that? When did that ever happen to go back to that? That was my thing. Yeah. We've never hired the best person. We've hired the person that suited what our preconceived notions or bias were, right?
Yeah, right. Well, take what's that show? Unquestionable on ESPN.
Yeah.
Who filled in Bomani Jones?
Highly questionable.
Highly questionable. What did I say?
Unquestionable.
Yeah, unquestionable. This is unafraid. That's highly questionable. So Bomani Jones is gone. He started Pablo Torre. Who do they get?
You got to replace him with a black guy.
A black guy, gay guy. He's gay. He's black, and he's Latino.
Yeah.
So that's killing 3 birds with 1 stone for doing things the right politically correct way.
Yeah.
But ESPN's very diverse. You got to give him credit for that. Bomani Jones, Stephen A. Smith. Oh.
Yeah. See, but the idea that quality it doesn't matter. The reality of it is that the reason why you want to have diversity in these situations is because it increases your viewership and your market, because people like to see stuff that looks like them, even if it's only a certain level.
Okay, so that argument. Let's take ESPN, First Take, and what's the other show?
Undisputed.
Undisputed. They have that woman in the middle.
Yeah. You
think that's increasing any kind of viewership? I think it's the most degrading, insulting position in media.
Why?
Because they're not really allowed to talk. Like Skip Bayless. You think like Skip Bayless, the way he looks at these girls when they talk, he'll give them like 4 seconds and he'll like shut it down.
Yeah, but Joy Taylor, she had been a radio host in LA.
But
in
she
Miami.
Should have her own show then.
She does.
I know, but I'm saying, but
not giving her a platform.
How come they never have a guy do it? And they put a girl there, like the girl with.
I've had a guy do it. Like when I was doing stuff on FS1.
Yeah.
I actually had a guy do it.
Who was the guy?
Don Bell, who is now the sports guy.
Was he good?
Philadelphia. Yeah.
Okay. Whatever happened to that, by the way, just change subject. Owen, what was his name?
Owen Murphy.
Oh my God, this freaking guy. Are you probably friends with him, right?
Listen, I like Owen. So I will not accept any Owen slander.
Yeah,
Owen gave me my first job.
Yes, he did.
There will be no Owen slander.
And I give him props. He discovered you, which it's funny because our kids went to the same elementary school, kindergarten, and that's how I saw you. And all of a sudden, I saw you on advertising, and I was like, "How the hell did this guy get the job?" I put my tape in, whatever. But I give him credit for that. But Owen Murphy has a show where he teaches people how to get into the business, and I never trusted program directors who do that because there's a reason they're not on the radio. There's a reason they're not on the radio. They don't know what the fuck is entertaining.
I've heard that from a lot of people, but I've only had 2 program directors, so I can't really speak to whether that's.
Who was the other one? It doesn't matter. I'm going to put you on the spot. But the reason they're program directors is because they used to have a radio show. They weren't very good, and so. What they do is they think they know what everybody wants to hear, and they give you advice, and they don't know shit. It happened to me 3 times.
Okay, well, here's the thing that I know that you want to hear.
Okay.
That I know that when you looked up on your Twitter feed or your Facebook today, that you could not have been more excited.
Mr. Overrated.
No. Right, I know you put it down on your calendar. December 18th. Kobe's jerseys are being retired. Not jersey, but number 8 and number 24 are both being retired by the Los Angeles Lakers. And you know a statue's coming, buddy.
Okay.
He needs to have the biggest statue.
I'll be the first one to tear that statue down. Listen, I give Kobe credit. Listen, he was a Laker for 20 years. How long?
20 years.
Okay.
I can't wait to hear this.
Right. So for loyalty, you have to do it. But when they talk about Kobe, where he ranks greatest of all time, I put him, to me, he's Dominique Wilkins.
Oh, stop!
He's Dominique Wilkins.
Are you?
No, but there's one difference with Kobe. Let me tell you right now. His first 10 years in the league, I always give credit where it's due. I don't like Kobe offensively, but there was a game they played the Houston Rockets where they were, I don't know if it was Houston or Orlando. Tracy McGrady, anyways, had 39 points the first 3 quarters. And then Kobe started defending him. It had to have been Orlando because they were younger. Kobe started defending him.
He's a lockdown defender.
And he locked him down. And I know it was Houston because Tracy McGrady was never the same again. So for that, I give him credit his defense. But he's a volume shooter. He's a ball hog. He was Dominique Wilkins with better teammates around him.
Okay.
Don't give me, without Gasol. Oh, sorry about that. No. Without Gasol and without Shaq, how many times did he get out of the first round without those guys? 0.
Okay, so
he quit on his team in Phoenix. I don't have respect for that.
All right.
Through Smush Park. Listen, you know, I was watching
I'm
really quick.
I'm gonna let you finish.
I was watching this on NBA TV the other day. Remember when he made that last second shot against Phoenix in the playoffs when he did this? He ripped this thing. Okay, guess who won that game for them? Smush Parker. He stole the ball.
Smush Parker is the worst Laker of all time.
Smush Parker, first of all, he led the league in that team in assists that year with like 8.5.
Listen, Smush Parker is the worst point guard to ever play for the Lakers.
Oh my gosh, how can you say that?
So let me go for this, sir. Kobe Bryant is the 4th greatest player of all time.
Oh my God.
4th greatest player of all time.
There goes our credibility.
Hold on. And then I love when people have the audacity and the nerve to say that Kobe Bryant didn't pass the ball. Let me give you this stat.
I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Here is something that a lot of people don't really realize who like to criticize Kobe, right? Do you know that Kobe is he's number 29 all time in NBA assists, first of all. And second of all, do you know how many how many non-point guards are ahead of Kobe Bryant?
Okay.
I'm asking.
I can explain it, but say 15.
0. There is not one.
Oh, no, that's right. I know. I'm sorry. 0. I meant to say 0.
Yes.
Because, hold on. You think Kobe Bryant, he was a point guard.
No, he was not a point guard.
Kobe Bryant monopolized the ball. Kobe Bryant had the ball in his hands 18 to 19 seconds of a 24-second shot.
Oh, that's a lot. These are things Kobe haters say.
Hold on. Derek Fisher here. First of all, Chris Paul and Kobe never would have worked out. I was praying that trade would go through because those guys would have been at each other's throats.
That would have been excellent because you have two guys who are willing to do anything that it takes to win.
Chris Paul would have passed Kobe the ball and just been okay with it because Kobe would not have given it back to him.
That is not true because if you look at Kobe play, when he played with Shaq, when he played with Pau Gasol, when he played with the Olympic teams, he is a good passer. He is an excellent teammate.
Kobe?
Yes.
When he passes, he never passes the ball.
And if you notice, Kobe actually, like on these teams, the years that you are specifically referring to.
No Shaq, no Gasol.
Those years. He had nobody else to score offensively.
Oh, welcome to Allen Iversonville. Welcome to LeBron Jamesville. His first 8 years in Cleveland. Yeah, it happens. Bro, it happens. He didn't. Who does Kobe make better? That's the problem.
Kobe makes
That's Papa Reister.
No. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Kobe actually makes everybody around him better. Oh, hold on. I love this argument as well because when people want to hate on Kobe, here's the argument. I give them the assists and then they try to knock it down. No. On the NBA all-time assist list, nobody is in front of Kobe. It is only point guards ahead of Kobe.
Right now, so bad.
And here's the other part. The comment that you just made, he didn't make anybody better.
No.
Okay, I'm going to name some names, right?
Okay.
And when they were playing with the Lakers, you actually thought, and other GMs thought that these guys could actually be players, right? And they were signed to big contracts elsewhere to be starters because Kobe made them look good.
Not really, but okay.
Okay, Sasa Vujacic. People thought that he could People thought he could be a starter. And
Brooklyn. Who is our GM?
Hold on.
Please, Billy King is the worst GM. He was on the Sixers. He's awful.
They paid him because they thought he could be a starter, right?
Okay.
Shannon Brown. They thought that he could be a starter
in
Phoenix. Yeah, they gave him big money.
No, he was just a high flyer.
No, they gave him big money because they thought that he was going to be good.
Okay, but
Luke Walton.
Oh my gosh! When was Luke Walton good on the Lakers? Luke Walton was a good passer.
No, he looked like a quality. He looked like Boris Diaw.
He's a white.
He looked like Boris Diaw.
Luke Walton was a very good passer. I give him that.
That's what you thought. And then also I can continue on. Trevor Ariza.
Trevor Ariza is a stud. Trevor Ariza, first of all, his kid goes to my son's school.
No, they actually thought that Trevor Ariza could be a big-time shooting guard.
He's a star.
He's a star.
He's a good three-point shooter.
Hold on. Did you just?
You ever see him play defense?
Did you say a star?
Yeah, he's not a superstar. Not a superstar.
No, Blake Griffin's not a superstar. Blake Griffin's a star.
No, he's a little under. Come on, the guy averaged 27 points and 11 rebounds.
No. Here's what superstars do.
No, I'm not superstar.
No. I'm saying that just to clarify on Blake Griffin and whatever. Superstars, so everybody understands, superstars show up in the playoffs and win playoff games consistently.
Like Kobe Bryant, who went 4 for 24 against the Celtics in Game 7 when they won the ring. 4 for 24. But he's Mr. Clutch.
He is very clutch.
4 for 24 in Game 7 is Mr. Clutch.
Hold on. I know that you like to judge by your own metrics. However, NBA players who played with Kobe on a regular basis, right? Who played with him during that time.
Coming up, yeah.
During that time, they were polled, and 98% of them said that they would like Kobe Bryant to take the last shot even over themselves.
Okay.
So what does that tell you? So if NBA players, I know that we want to trust our own opinions, that we want to believe the things that we believe in life. However, when NBA players tell you that Kobe Bryant is the man that they want taking the last shot, why don't you believe that?
Because I believe in stats, and Kobe Bryant makes less than 12%. In his career, we talked about this, I think, last show.
He takes more, too.
Okay, out of 100 shots, he makes 12 to win or tie the game, but all the Laker fans forget about the 88 shots that he misses, but they remember the 12 that are spectacular against Portland.
But here's the thing that you're missing, is that wrapped up in that stat is he might have missed one and then came back and hit the next one.
Okay, so, but he's missed 88 out of 100.
I have the stat. I don't know how many Magic Johnson, how many Michael Jordan missed?
He's at like 21%, but it's not 12%. Okay. You know who's number 1 all time? You're never going to believe this.
I know you're going to say LeBron James.
No, who? LeBron. LeBron's actually getting up there. Vince Carter, believe it or not.
He didn't have to take as many.
But first of all, how many rings would Kobe have had without Robert Horry? That shot against Sacramento, which the game was totally fixed.
How many would LeBron have without Ray Allen? How many would LeBron have without? Whoever.
Because I say that argument too, because Laker fans tell me, because we both love LeBron, and what if Ray Allen wasn't there? So
I love how you try to put your love on me. I love LeBron in terms of I believe that LeBron James is the greatest off the court player of all time.
Off the court?
Yeah. In terms of him in the community, him in the locker room, him.
Okay, but who can do everything that he can do on a basketball court? Everything. Drive to the basket, rebound, assist.
He also hinders his teammates in them growing in terms of their offensive ability. He does that.
He's the most unselfish guy. He's got he just hasn't had the greatest players.
Oh my God! See, do you realize that LeBron is the only player, right, that we consistently, not we as in me, but people consistently for 14 years have been saying he needs more help, he needs more teammates. Do you realize that other people just have to just play with their troubles and get it done?
Okay.
But we constantly make excuses for this dude.
Okay, because how many rings would Michael Jordan have if the Golden State Warriors at this time were in the Western Conference at that time?
If was a fifth, we'd all be drunk.
We
don't know.
But who did Michael beat? He beat Utah twice, the Sonics.
Hold up. But it was a dogfight to get out of the East, though. It was a dogfight to get out of the East.
Who was good in the East, really?
The Knicks, the Heat.
The Knicks couldn't score 80 points a game.
They locked you down.
The Knicks, who else?
The Pistons, the Knicks, the Celtics were good at the time.
The Pistons were already they had their time. It was Isaiah and Joe Dumars and Vinnie Johnson. They were all done.
But it's just convenient that we find a way to excuse and show LeBron, give him sympathy. And the reason why LeBron gets so much sympathy is because of he is the greatest all time off the court. He's the greatest in his locker room, greatest with his teammates. Everybody loves him,
and that counts for me because Kobe Bryant was not that guy,
count
right?
That doesn't
what about
count
Kobe?
On
Let's go. Okay, let's flip the switch. What about Kobe?
I just told you that he made his teammates better.
Let's talk about off the court, like you were saying.
Listen. You don't
calling him a white. What was it? White swan.
You don't go to the Hall of Fame for what you did off the court. You are not the greatest of all time because you were the greatest person of all time. If you look at some of the greatest players of all time, like the Michael Jordans, the Kobes, even go to Babe Ruth, Barry Bonds. These people were not exactly
right.
O.J. Simpson. These people were not exactly the embodiment of humility, of balance, of anything.
Okay, I understand that, but let me ask you a question. Take Kobe Bryant and Allen Iverson, and they came out the same year. Switch the teams that they went to. So Allen Iverson's with Shaq and the Lakers. Kobe Bryant is on that Sixers team with Aaron McKee, Eric Snow. Does that Sixers team with Kobe get to the finals?
If you put Kobe anywhere on earth, he'll triple his worth, man.
Oh my God.
I'm just telling you.
He's just a Kobe fan.
Okay,
but Iverson, how many rings? Because Iverson does not have an ego like Kobe.
Listen.
How many rings would Iverson have won with the Lakers and Shaq?
Unfortunately, you can't win championships with 5'11". With 5'11" guys,
if you would have given, but 5'11" guys don't always score 31 points a game either.
Hey, same reason with Isaiah Thomas. That's why I would have traded him if I was the Celtics as well. Like, you can't win with a little person.
I agree. Well, he's really little.
Yeah. The next thing though is staying with the NBA for just a second. The NBA, there are 14 teams that are now going to have patches on their jersey. Endorsement logos and all of that, and
we gotta fix the camera. See, there's a little bit of an issue. Sorry, go ahead.
I absolutely hate it. And I absolutely hate.
You hate the logos?
Oh my God! So a bunch of teams have them. 14 teams have them. A couple of them are the Sacramento Kings have blue diamond almonds. The Celtics have GE.
Okay.
Brooklyn has Inform, whatever that is. The Jazz have 5 for the fight, whatever that is. The Bucks have Harley Davidson. The Cavs have Goodyear. And his sorry ass Sixers have StubHub.
We were the first, baby. We were the first. StubHub. Yes, we were.
And I mean, are you proud of that?
Yeah, we were. We broke. We broke bread with StubHub, and now everybody's doing what we're doing.
Do you?
But they got a deal too. $5 million. That's it. You want to tell people that you told people the money?
Oh yeah. And the newest one is the Golden State Warriors. They just signed the biggest deal, $20 million per year, for a Japanese company. Whoa.
Oh, the wifey.
Yeah, wifey call.
Oh, you got to get that one, the wife. His wife is beautiful, Denisha. Beautiful. Classy woman.
So the company is Rakuten, and it is a Japanese tech company that they own Viber, the instant messaging calling app, which like rivals WhatsApp. There's the Kobo. It's an e-reader. In addition, for their $20 million, they get naming rights to the practice facility, official e-commerce, logo on the jersey, all that. I absolutely hate it. I couldn't hate it anymore.
Okay, but so N4, for example. So you're at home watching, which team are they? The Celtics? N4? Brooklyn, I think. Whatever team they are. So if I'm at home, everybody has their cell phone on them now. N4, you go right, you see N4 logo, you go right to the your computer or your cell phone, and you are curious about what it is. So it works. Like
listen, I'm not saying that it doesn't work.
Even StubHub.
Oh no, I get it. And you guys, thank you guys for joining us today. Unafraid, Joey Heim here, George Reister. Please like the feed, share the feed, continue the conversation. I hate the patches on the jerseys. I do believe that it's effective, right? I get why they want to do it. However, I mean, I'm not even with like selling. Like, you can't sell everything, dude. Like, it is eventually going to look like a NASCAR.
But they do. That's life. Remember, Major League Baseball got rid of it. Remember behind home plate? I think it was the Clippers and the Lakers. They used to have that thing by the scores table that were like, all the advertising. That stuff drives me crazy.
Oh, but it doesn't bother you to have bumper stickers on their jersey.
As long as it's not here and here and here and
there. Do you
there.
realize that one patch is going to get?
And
then there'll be another one on the back of the jersey there.
Or like it'll be like Joel Embiid sponsored by Sunkist, like on the back. Yeah, exactly. I know what you're saying.
So like it's got to stop somewhere. I mean, it reminds me of soccer, and we're just going to sell every part of the jersey.
But look how much money. I mean,
you blocked the mic
again.
Yeah.
All right. How do I block? Oh, look who's watching! My old PE teacher, Charles Batty. Do you know who Charles? I'm Mr. Batty. Do you know who his brother is?
No.
Your dad will know who his brother is. Earl Batty. He was a catcher for the Minnesota Twins.
Batty.
No.
A Hollywood shuffle.
Yeah. No, but Earl Batty is famous for in the All-Star game in 1974 or 5. Mr. Batty, maybe you can answer. His brother was one of the best catchers, black catcher too back then, and so he went for a foul ball in the All-Star game and almost got decapitated, and that was it.
So it was better because he was a black catcher.
There was no really black catchers back then.
I know. I'm just kidding.
No, you're saying
I'm just giving you a hard time.
How come there were no? Seriously, think about it. No black quarterback. There were black pitchers back then. Vida Blue, Bob Gibson. Name me one black catcher.
Catchers.
Charles Johnson is the only one that I can think of right now.
Catchers were like quarterbacks in that. For most people who don't really watch baseball or follow baseball that way, like the catcher is like the quarterback on the baseball field. He controls everything, calls the game, all of this stuff. In addition to it not being a popular position because it's hard.
Yeah.
You got a lot of squatting, getting up. It's hot in the.
But Charles Johnson, remember from the Marlins? Yeah. He was a good catcher. But you're right. So you're saying it's like a cerebral position, and the owners didn't trust them.
Correct.
But black catchers, it starts with Little League baseball and youth. I don't think they were really they're not interested in catching.
Well, I didn't want my kid to catch.
Why? Damon was a lights out pitcher.
Yeah,
he doesn't have my juju as a
he wasn't at that time. But I just didn't want him to catch just because it's hard on your knees. It's a rough position.
And the funny thing is
you pay for it when you're older.
And who's the catcher on your travel ball team? Where's he from?
Hamid.
He's Asian.
Yeah, he's Asian.
So you don't see a lot of Asian catchers.
Yeah, well, he comes from his grandfather was a Korean baseball player.
And his dad, I see him in leagues all the time.
So his grandfather was a catcher.
Yeah, he's a stud catcher, man.
Yeah, he's a wall back.
Yeah, he is.
So I absolutely hate that. I absolutely hate the patches on the uniforms. Next up, though, is Ted Cruz, right?
Yeah.
Ted Cruz got caught with, so his Twitter account apparently liked a Twitter porn site's video.
It was like sexual positions or something like that.
Yeah. And so he woke up this morning and found out he was trending. And the obligatory, it wasn't me, it was somebody else who had access to my Twitter account who really did this move, right?
Yep.
And I'm always like, first of all, do you believe that Ted Cruz did this, or do you think that somebody that had his Twitter account did this? Like, is this sabotage or is this an accident?
Okay, so here's what I think about that. These guys have no common sense. Like, they're smart men, being in the position they are, but like the guy that got caught, remember there was a senator from Minnesota who got caught in the bathroom. He was gay and he did like the tap thing.
When he was at like a truck stop, wasn't he?
No, airport. I think it was an airport. So
wait, what is this tap thing?
It's like a gay thing, like let's glory hole it or something together. Like you tap the. Not that I would know. I remember the story. So, but they have no common sense. These guys. So Ted Cruz, I don't think he thinks that it's traceable to him. Like if he likes it, nobody's gonna know.
Because he doesn't use Twitter enough. He doesn't. Right. He's like old Twitter user as opposed to.
But like a lot of people, like I think Donald Trump. Somebody has his account, like somebody that works in the White House.
No, I think that he tweets everything.
No, he tweets a lot, but I think, he'll tell somebody, hey, put this, write this in for me.
No. I think he's clicking the buttons himself, buddy.
I think it's somebody he trusts a lot that would do it.
Yes, Donald Trump. Donald Trump is clicking the buttons because there are some times that...
What's that thing he wrote that one time? That word that didn't make sense? Hell Javai or something?
Yeah. That was like auto-corrected from something else. Either that or he was trolling people.
Yeah. So Ted Cruz, the thing that why everybody's in an uproar about it, because he's Mr.
Clean cut,
and love the Lord.
This is the most interesting thing that has ever been said about Ted Cruz.
Yeah.
Like, it is the
most... yeah. Like, he's cool now. He's got some cred, right? He jacks off like the rest of us, right? That's what it is.
Because when you look at Ted Cruz, right? He's like the dry eyes, clear eyes guy has more personality than Ted Cruz.
What's his name? Bueller?
Yeah.
That guy, Bueller? Yeah.
So, he gets more street cred now, but then it kind of destroys his image at the same time. I don't know.
And he still hasn't come out and said anything, right?
No, so the only thing that they came out and said is that it wasn't him. They're trying to figure out who. There are a lot of people that have access to his Twitter, which doesn't make sense anyway. Like, if you're Ted Cruz, why would you have a lot of people have access to your Twitter?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It's always, what was his name? The football player?
It was like that, like 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah, he was, yeah. But wait, what was the name of the Pittsburgh, what was it? Mendenhall, remember?
Yeah, Rashard
about 9/11? Yeah. So at least he did. I like when somebody, that's in life, all you have to do is take responsibility for your action. That's it. You take responsibility. Pete Rose, okay? If Pete Rose would have apologized from the beginning and admitted he gambled instead of fighting A. Bartlett Giamatti, he'd be back in baseball.
No, dude. Gambling on the sport that you play in when you are the manager and player.
But they would have given him 10 years or something.
No way.
Yeah.
Dude, that is
the way he fought it. And listen, I flew home with when the Patriots beat the Carolina Panthers. I was on a plane with Pete Rose right next to him, and he didn't really know me from Adam. And he's for the whole hour flight, he's explaining to me how he didn't bet on baseball and like who's he? Why? Like his ego is so big. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I did. Okay, so when I was at FS1, Pete Rose was always around.
Yeah,
he had just started.
And how good was he in baseball?
Oh my God, he was amazing. He was amazing. So I believe he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame for what he did on the field, right?
But, well, of course.
Yeah, but here's the thing about him though is that from being around Pete Rose, there is no way on earth, like if I had only spent 5 minutes with Pete Rose, well actually the amount of time, so like a few hours over the course of weeks, right? If that's all the information that I had to go on, and then I had no idea that he was that he was banned from baseball for betting and all that. And then you told me he was banned from baseball for betting. I'd be like,
yeah, of course.
Okay,
absolutely.
I get it.
He's so competitive, man.
Yeah, it is incredible. Like, I've never heard anybody gamble on, like...
He gambles on everything.
I mean, when you talk about football, I mean, he will gamble on, like, tennis matches in the Ukraine, bro. The Ukraine for people you've never heard of.
Yeah. But Charlie Hustle, man, is he still with FS1? Well, the playoffs that he comes around.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, that's the one. Wait, now you want to talk about color commentating, and you were talking more play-by-play. John Smoltz is unbelievable.
Yeah, he is.
Pete Rose is unbelievable. Frank Thomas is so good.
Yep.
You know one of my favorite channels to watch? I know I'm a geek, but the MLB Network.
Yeah,
I love Harold Reynolds.
Oh my God! Do you know the only reason why Harold Reynolds got in a little bit of trouble?
Of course,
that's
ESPN.
That was the only reason why he was off of there, and he is probably, I mean, like between him. I mean, he's probably him and like Joe Buck. Like I would like to see them team together.
Joe Buck is amazing too. Well, Joe Buck's done though, right? No. McCarver. Tim McCarver was good.
Yep.
Remember who said this? When McCarver. I
don't know.
Deion Sanders.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Remember that?
Yep.
Down with the water bucket.
Yep. Okay. So and then
can I bring one thing up? So Mr. Batty, just because this is like not really name dropping, but his brother. We talked about the All-Star game, the famous incident.
Yeah.
So Mr. Batty said 1968 All-Star game with Sandy Koufax and Don Drysdale. Wow. That's pretty good company. I looked at some old footage of his brother. He was a freaking stud.
That's good stuff.
Earl Batty.
Well, Mr. Batty, have to say what's up to you.
My favorite teacher of all time, man. He used to come watch me in my baseball games. He was such a good guy.
Yeah. So next up, the NFL.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah. Thanks for the lock pick, buddy.
I didn't give you a lock pick.
Now I can prove it to you. Okay, so we weren't on the air, so I'm in and I already lost.
Wait till you hear this.
Yes. Okay. So $100. I'm in an elimination pool, right? And my fucking ass is out after the first week because of my partner here. I said, George, who do you like week 1? We were off the air. I thought we were on the air, but we weren't. So you were right about that. So George was looking at. He said, I like this. And I said, wait. And I said, well, what about Jacksonville? He played for Jacksonville. And he said, where are they? And I said, they're playing the Texans. Oh, my God. The whole hurricane thing, you got to take them. Remember that guy? And then this is him talking. Remember that thing in New Orleans with that player with the ALS?
Steve Gleason.
You remember the energy they had? And I said, oh, yeah, that poor guy died. So we went on Google. He's like, no, he didn't die. And I was wrong. But that proves my point that you were saying the emotion. Everybody's saying that. It's not just you.
Hold on.
And I'm not blaming you. It's me that made the pick.
Here's the thing is, there is no denying. I 100% told you that I thought the Jaguars would.
That's good enough.
No. Hold on, buddy.
All right.
I 100% told you that I thought the Houston Texans would win based upon the emotion and all that, right? You at no point in time did you divulge to me that you were going to make a bet on an elimination.
Okay. That's fair.
Because had I known that, I would have looked at the schedule and picked a better game for you.
I will admit that. But I said, give me your lock of the week, and that was it. That's not even what the
you
point
actually
spread.
brought up the Jaguars. I didn't even you said,
I was just looking at
Jaguars?
it. You know, let's be honest about it. It's so hard now. Remember, it used to be easy to pick an NFL game, like when in the 80s.
I've always thought it was hard. No,
now parity is unbelievable.
Yeah,
come on. I won my pool this week. I won it last year. I had the most wins overall, and these guys probably hate me. I'm in a pool with 60 people. Week 1, I won, and I picked Monday Night Football, Denver, you got to pick the total points, 45 points. What was the final score?
45 points. But I bet you picked the wrong team winning.
Not Denver.
Okay.
I had Denver and I had the Vikings.
Okay, so who do you think is the best team in the NFL right now?
Oh, seriously, like I am so not a homer, and especially for this team, but I really, Dallas. Look,
Stop.
But
Stop.
And it changes.
No.
Yeah, I know it changes week to week. I mean, Dak Prescott had his worst game as a pro, correct? He was.
Yeah.
Did you watch the game?
Yeah.
Okay, if Shaq and Kareem were his wide receivers, he was overthrowing everybody. And he's got pinpoint accuracy.
Yeah. The Giants secondary is good. You know, he's probably trying to be too.
Apple and Jenkins. Oh
yeah,
my
Apple
God.
Jenkins but you got to forget about Landon Collins.
Oh, Collins too. Yeah.
And then they got speed with DRC on the outside, Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie.
And I loved John Paul. What's his name? JPS. JPP, yeah, with no finger.
Yeah. Dude, I saw that thing in real life.
Oh, me too. I saw the pictures.
It's pretty intense.
Yeah, but that guy was awesome. But Eli Manning looked like he didn't want to be there.
Eli Manning is the most overrated quarterback in NFL history. Do you realize that?
Well, I'll say one thing about Eli Manning. He's a complete opposite of his brother. I'll tell you how. Peyton Manning is more regular season than postseason. Eli Manning always steps it up in the postseason. Usually better. Look at his stats.
No, bro. So Peyton Manning on the
other overrated.
Hand, are you kidding me?
A regular season? I give it to him.
Do you realize the greatest quarterbacks of all time, right? I'm going to put a guy in here who's still playing, right?
Okay.
In terms of what they were asked to do, what they did in situation, right?
Okay.
Because if you switch Tom Brady with Peyton Manning, Peyton Manning would have like 6 or 7 rings.
Oh, no.
Peyton Manning.
Oh, my God.
Peyton Manning is the greatest quarterback of all time. Tom Brady. I'm sorry. Joe Montana 2. Tom Brady 3. And do you know...
Wait. Who's one?
Peyton Manning.
Okay. I'll
Joe Montana and then Tom Brady. Do you know who is going to be numero uno on the quarterback list in 5 years?
You mean of all time?
Yep.
It has to be Brady.
Hell no. Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers.
Overrated.
Are you smoking dope, dude?
How many Super Bowl rings does he have?
1.
Okay. And I like Aaron Rodgers.
Do you realize that there is no quarterback who can make the throw that this man can make? He's unbelievable.
Okay.
And then if he actually had the same infrastructure as Tom Brady does with the Patriots, their GM, the way that they handle things there, if he had that, he would be a 6-time champion as well.
Okay, take Peyton Manning. His record, I think, that last Super Bowl was gifted to him. That defense.
Oh, you can. Oh, man.
Come on, everybody throw for 170 yards in the Super Bowl.
Man, but listen, the Falcons just gifted Tom Brady a Super Bowl.
Okay, do you know that Peyton Manning, I think, is 0-8? I forgot the stat. It's been so long, but he's 0-8. I can't remember. He's lost more home games as a favorite starting quarterback. That's a lot in the playoffs.
Here's the thing, though, is that here's where I blame coaching, because he's had some coaches who would sit the team week 15 and 16 because they were torturing everybody all season, right?
Yeah,
they would be 13-1, and then they sit them out the last 2 games. And that hurt them, and then they have a bye week going into the playoffs. It actually hurt the team the way they played. And that this is a coaching error.
But there's a reason, George, there's a reason that he's almost at a 500 record in the playoffs. Because they're not playing the crappy Raider teams. Not anymore. Raiders are better this year. But they're not playing those sorry-ass teams that they're playing in the regular season. So they're playing better teams. And remember the game?
No,
remember when he was
those same
Denver
teams.
his first year? How they were 9.5
point favorites. Do you
favorites.
realize that in the NFL, when you finish in first place, the next year you play a first place schedule?
No, I know, but you're still playing bad teams. If you're playing 16 games, 12 of those teams are good. The other 4, there's bad teams too.
Yes, there are some bad teams.
That's why
but you're beating the good teams.
Clayton Kershaw, what's his record in the playoffs?
Oh my God, dude! There will be no.
His ERA is higher. His ERA, I know he's a good player, but his ERA is higher. His WHIP is higher. He's not the same player in the playoffs.
No. See, a lot of that comes from players not.
Look at Robert Ory. Robert Ory wasn't.
I'll say it like this. So a lot of it comes from players realizing or believing that they have to do too much, right? Like Clayton Kershaw. his run support is really low. You would agree with that, right? Compared to a lot of other big time
he pitches
starters.
in Dodger Stadium, which up until this year has not been it's been a pitcher's park. So
yeah. But his run support is low comparatively to a lot of other top pitchers.
Okay.
So he goes into the playoffs, and he's like, "I'm Clayton Kershaw. I'm the man. I'm the best pitcher of this generation." Right?
Okay. I can name you. Okay, Andy Pettitte. Who's a better pitcher, Andy Pettitte or Clayton Kershaw?
Clayton Kershaw.
Okay, look at Andy Pettitte in the playoffs. That's one guy you want to know.
That doesn't mean that
John Smoltz.
That doesn't mean that I don't think that Andy Pettitte's a good pitcher, right? So, but what you saw from Clayton Kershaw last year in the playoffs.
Last year was better, but not Game 7. You got rocked.
He pitched on short rest.
I don't think he did that game. He did he might have, but Game 4 he pitched good on Game 4.
Yeah, and then the divisional series he played well, pitched on short rest. Like the dude came in as a reliever. Yeah, I mean, so last year was a turning point. Would you agree that if he pitches this well this year in the playoffs, that you would consider like last year a turning point?
Yeah, but that Game 7 he didn't come out of the second inning.
Oh my God, bro.
He's playing the Cubs. You know, as you progress in the playoffs, you're playing better teams.
Yeah.
But really quick, going back to my point, Greg Maddux, he's one of my favorite.
One of mine too.
Okay, threw an 88-mile-an-hour fastball. He has records. I think 23 straight road games he's won. His ERA was always lower on the road. In the playoffs, he got beat all the time. He wasn't the same guy. Clayton Kershaw is the same. And Clayton Kershaw is awesome. I get it, but he does not. So here's the regular season, right? And then the playoffs come. Him, Peyton Manning, they drop off a little bit.
You will see.
Rogers is not that guy. No, Rogers. Manning to me.
Wait,
Peyton Manning
hold on. Did you see him beat the Cowboys last year?
I think he's a little.
Beat the Cowboys the year before that?
I think he's a little bit overrated.
How?
Because one Super Bowl ring in how many years? You know who I like? Here's one. Okay, let's go back to my point.
Oh God, I can't wait.
Here's one guy who.
Stupid.
No, listen to this one.
Flacco.
Here's a guy. Flacco actually.
Oh, stop.
He's got more road. Wait, Joe Flacco has more, but not including the last year with Peyton.
Joe Flacco's a bum.
He has more road playoff wins, I think, than Peyton Manning.
Okay.
Do you know that?
Okay, go.
Okay. Well, I forgot my point. What was I saying? Oh, okay. Here's a quarterback I absolutely love, who's tough as nails, and regular season he's here, and come playoffs he goes like that. You know who I'm talking about? Big Ben. Oh, come on. Ben Roethlisberger. You never see him throw 4 interceptions like Peyton Manning does in the playoffs.
Yes, you do.
No way.
Are you smoking crack?
I mean, you want to talk about...
Hold on.
They should have beat New England twice with the missed kick, right?
Here's the thing.
I love Big Ben. I have so much respect for the guy.
Big Ben is a phenomenal quarterback.
Oh, and he does. I love him in college,
and he does play better in the playoffs.
Okay, so we agree.
Their whole team kind of ramps up because they kind of have it figured out there.
But for like 30 years, 40 years,
it's part of the city, part of their identity. It just.
But Hilda and I went to the doctor this morning. Lesbian nurse. She loves the 49ers. She knows so much about football. So me and her were talking. She's like, all my friends make fun of me because now the Niners are in a down period, right? Yeah. But every team goes through that, and so she knows her football. I said, okay, name the one team that never goes through that. The same time we both said Pittsburgh. Yeah. When do you remember Pittsburgh being bad? Never.
They were. Never. They'll have a couple years. Like they'll have like a down year or two.
A year, but not 5 years. No, like the Cowboys did.
No, or like the 76ers or anything.
Yeah,
like
exactly. You gotta throw that in.
Aaron Rodgers, though, when you look at him at the end of every year. So
he's awesome. I know.
So would you agree, right? So especially last year was one of his most masterful.
They got lucky a little bit too. Those Hail Marys at the end of the year.
So, but I'm just saying though, like last year was one of his most masterful performances. They had no running backs. He had to throw the ball 50 times a game.
Well, they had that one running back who was 88. Who was that guy?
Montgomery. He was a wide receiver. Yeah. So,
is he running back this year?
Yeah.
What number is he?
88 still.
Oh, he didn't make him change his number?
No, because he still plays wide out and stuff like that too.
Okay.
So they don't. So they had to change the whole way they played football.
Okay.
He adapted to it. Playoffs came. He was phenomenal in the playoffs too.
No, I know, but he's got one ring in like 11 years now. Like it just.
How many rings do you think?
Who's been a dominant team? Like Colin Kaepernick has as many Super Bowl appearances as the guy. No, wait, how many does Aaron Rodgers have? 2 or 1?
1.
They beat Pittsburgh. That was the only year, right?
Yeah. So, but would you say, right? The thing that makes a quarterback great and phenomenal and all these things, no, not just the system. It's just the fact that every year, would you agree that his team is on the short list of teams that can win the Super Bowl every year?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So there's only a couple quarterbacks that you can say that about. You can say that about Tom Brady.
Okay.
You can say that about Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
Say that about Ben Roethlisberger.
Mm-hmm.
You can say that about.
I think you can say about Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Russell. I loved him at Wisconsin too. That's another guy.
I mean, those are pretty much the only four guys.
There's another guy that's coming though.
Who?
Dak. He's going to be the same guy, and he's got that. You got to admit. Listen, he's got that calm demeanor about him.
I'm a Dak fan.
I know. He has the it factor that Tony Romo never had. You look at Tony Romo, you look like, oh my God, what am I doing here? Dak Prescott, cool, calm.
I agree with that. However, I mean, it's just like people got sold on Cam Newton. I'm not as high on Cam Newton as other people are because he doesn't throw a ton of touchdowns. And he only completes in the 50s in terms of his percentage over his career. He had a great MVP year, but aside from that...
What's the difference between Aaron Rodgers and Cam Newton? I'll tell you the reason why Aaron Rodgers wins and Cam Newton doesn't. Because Cam Newton's a whiner. He's a whiner. He's complaining. The towel on the head of the sideline.
No, that's not why.
Aaron Rodgers is not that guy. You remember he told Green Bay, he said, relax. Remember?
No, the difference is that Aaron Rodgers is the most accurate quarterback in NFL history. He is like no quarterback has been able to throw touchdowns at the rate and not throw.
But one Super Bowl, one. I mean, I hate to say it, football is measured.
But they are in the conference championship. They're in the playoffs every year.
Where did they lose to last year? They beat the Giants, Dallas, and
Atlanta.
And he was awful, right? Wasn't he?
No. He actually brought him back. The Atlanta.
No, he started off awful though. That's
at first, but that happens to quarterbacks sometimes.
But he was
really to Brady. It just happened to Brady in the Super Bowl, and then Atlanta gifted it back by playing prevent offense.
But Tom Brady has that whole thing about him, that swagger. You gotta have Aaron Rodgers doesn't really have that. He's awesome.
No, he's actually got.
But Brady's like on the sideline. Like that's how I want my players to be. Like that. Like my quarterback to be. Sorry. Like Tom Brady has that. Big Ben Roethlisberger has it. He'll get an offensive lineman's face. You know football better than I do, but that's what I like about Dak Prescott. He comes up to the offensive lineman. He comes up to the defense and he does that. That's what I like in my. Romo never did that.
Hey, bro, that's just
rapping.
Just I think that's it for us.
Wait, what's Pippen draft? Oh, okay, yeah, no, we're not going back.
Yeah, because Kobe is the fourth best player of all time.
By the way, you never told me who is your best team in the NFL right now, and I know it changes all the time. But who's your best team? Give me your top two.
Oh, I'm gonna go with
Green Bay.
Okay. Green Bay 1, and I'm going the Chiefs 2.
I like the Chiefs.
I mean, it's for me. I feel like it's impossible to go against the Chiefs when they just they handed it to New England in the second half.
Yeah,
they handed it to them.
I'll tell you who really impressed me yesterday, and I can't think of the names. Minnesota.
Bradford. I was surprised.
Did you see those passes?
Because that's unlike him. Like he is Mr. Conservative.
Yeah, and 8 yards down the field. But dude, did you see those windows he was throwing the passes into? Even what's his name?
You actually saw why he was the number 1 pick in the draft.
Oh yeah, he always got hurt. That's it.
Yeah, but even last year, like if you needed 8 yards, he'd get you 5.
Yeah.
If you needed 5 yards, he'd get you 3.
But and Dak was a little bit the same thing. They didn't take the They had the training wheels on it. But let me ask you a question: who is that running back they got now? Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook.
Oh my God.
He was the best running back in the country.
And that wide receiver.
Adam Thielen.
Okay, Thielen. Does anybody have him on their fantasy team before this week? I never even heard of him.
Me. I drafted him.
What round? 5th, 6th? That's where you win it. 5th, right? Okay.
Yeah. So
what did he end up with yesterday? I kept turning the channels out. The Yankees won.
100 and...
But like 11 catches?
Yeah. Oh but the thing is, he did this a couple times last year, too.
Okay.
Yeah. So he didn't just come out of nowhere.
But Bradford has to throw the ball to him a little bit.
Yeah. Bradford's a good quarterback. He just was unwilling to take chances and push the ball down.
So Minnesota, even their defense...
their defense is awful. And I don't trust Bradford to keep this up.
Yeah, but the Cook, and they had another running back there. And what's up with Adrian Peterson giving the ball 6 times? If I'm a running back, I am not going to Sean Payton's team.
I don't know why he went. Like when he went to New Orleans, I couldn't figure out why. I was like,
they probably promised him something.
Yeah, but I was like, do you know that this is Sean Payton? Like his whole that's like going to New England and being a running back. Like you're not going to get the ball an adequate amount of times on an every game basis.
But
like,
New England, you get it more than New Orleans. Like Ingram, I thought Ingram was going to be a pretty good pro.
I didn't.
But and the worst pick ever was the Colts. Who did they get from Alabama?
Richardson. Alabama running backs are overrated.
That's the biggest bust of all time. He was awful. That was the last year I did fantasy football because Richardson fucking killed me. I took him number 1, and when I was watching him,
same thing. Just like him getting hurt. If you took David Johnson 1, he's out for probably 12 weeks. Yeah. He dislocated his wrist. Probably out 12 weeks.
Yeah, he's underrated. As good as he is, people don't really talk about him. No.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you know football, but
he was going to be the first guy to go 1,000 yards receiving and 1,000 yards rushing since Marshall Faulk. Like that's the kind of season that he was going to have.
Yeah. Who was the first guy to do it? No, actually, he wasn't. I know who the first guy was. No, there's 2 teammates, Ernest Biner, and Calvin Mack.
No. I'm talking about to go 1,000 yards receiving and 1,000 yards rushing.
Yeah. But they were both the first 2 teammates to do it. With Brian Sipe. Not Brian Sipe. What's his name? Bernie Kosar. Sorry about that.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us today. Unafraid. Joey Heim here. You can find him on Twitter, Facebook, ranting about...
Look what my friend just said about... He said, Joey, you just got owned on Aaron and Peyton.
Thank you. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll be back soon. We will let you know what day, whether it's tomorrow, the next day, whatever. And appreciate you guys joining us. Please like the feed.
And next time we're going to talk about Dodger Karma.
Oh,
since I've cursed them. 2-20 since I cursed them. Because all those shit talkers.
You do not have to worry about the Dodgers, bro. The Dodgers are winning the World Series.
Bet time. How much are we betting? I'll give you 2-1 odds on this one.
2-1 odds?
2-1 odds.
Yes.
What do you want? We already have $200. We have $100 that the Sixers are going to win over 42 games.
42 games.
And $100 that
Joel Embiid
will finish 4th. No,
he
said 4th.
3.
No, 4. No, 4.
Yeah, you just say 4.
Okay, so 100 on those. So what do you want to bet right now? The Dodgers do not make the play. Win the World Series. Win the World Series. I don't think they're going to get there, but he said win.
No.
I'll give you 2-1 odds.
I want that they go to the World Series.
No, you said win. No, you can't go back now.
No. I want a different bet that they're going to win. So I want 2 bets right now.
Okay, they're not going to go to the World Series anyways. So we'll do 100 each.
Okay, cool.
Okay, 100. So if they
don't make the 2-1 odds.
Right. No, not 2-1 odds. Well, I would have given you 2-1 on just the win the World Series. Then you want to make 2 bets.
Yeah, so you
just do 100.
Okay, but you're giving me 2-1 odds on the World Series bet.
No, it's either I want 1 bet or 2 bets. 1 bet, 200. Your 100, my 200. Or that's it, because they're not going to win the World Series. I know they're not going to win the World Series.
Okay, so
they're going to beat the Cleveland Indians. Come on,
give me 2-1 on the World Series.
We'll just do the 2-1. We'll do that. 2-1. They don't win the World Series.
Yeah, but you also
I'll give you 3-1. How's that? And we'll make 1 bet. My 300 to your 100. They don't win the World Series.
Oh, bingo! Yes,
there it is. 300.
Oh, man.
All right, we got it.
I love it. All right, thank you guys for joining us. Like the feed, share the feed. We'll be back. Peace out.
Thanks for watching.